I never planned to create a SaaS animation tutorial because YouTube is already filled with some of the really amazing tutorials on this editing style. But recently on my Instagram, I received this from a follower. Just take a look at it. Now, this animation looks fine at first glance, but if you take a look closer, you will find a lot of red flags. So in this video, I'm going to show you how exactly you can find inspiration online and create something totally new on your own. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. Now, let's move to the inspiration part. I'm gonna take the same script and search the related keywords on Pinterest, such as coins, crypto coin designs, motion graphic design frames, UI design, and just more things like that. Or I can search my own board, which is filled with multiple design inspirations, because every time I scroll through Pinterest, I saw a nice post, I save it right away. Even though I'm not gonna use it, I just save it because it looks really cool and I might use it in future. So that's how I have created my inspiration vault. So I found this, and let's take this for the inspiration. Now the first scene is going to be quite simple, so I planned it my own way because it's gonna be just almost text. Let me show you how. Simply write the text how to launch, then we will create text animation. Now I know it's really complicated to create text animations in After Effects, even with the best plugins out there, but don't worry, because you don't have to do it from scratch, because I'm gonna use my Visual Suits asset pack. Just type VS over here and a lot of text animation presets are gonna open up. So I'm gonna pick this one for example. We are gonna need a separate layer of the text tokens, and by the way, this is the exact same preset pack you guys demanded in this tutorial. So this time I'm gonna leave the link of this in description with a coupon code, limited to 20 people only. I'm gonna use this text animation, and this is how it's gonna look now. Now we are gonna apply fill effect in the tokens word. Just create the keyframes from blue color to white like this, and we can apply deep glow and create a little animation with its exposure like this. So now we will get something like this. Select both layers, press P to open position properties in both layers and make them go in opposite direction. Then we will add the bounce effect using this smart bounce plugin. It's 100% free. It's not mine, by the way. Now we are gonna create a round rectangle box in the middle of this gap. And we're gonna open it up with the scale properties. Unlink the uniform scale. Now make the width 0 and increase it, and it's gonna look like this. So now we can select both of the keyframes and add the bounce the same way we did in the text. So it's gonna look like, because of the box, both text got separated. Alright. Now let's add some really nice background. Now we need a soft gradient here, which is extremely hard to create in After Effects, time taking as well. So I'm gonna use my own gradient pack for this, which comes with 50 plus soft gradient backgrounds. You can take a look at some of them with this. So I'm gonna just pick the one which is gonna fit, let's say this one. So I'm gonna drag and drop it here, reduce the size by 50% because they all are in 4K high quality. Now let's move to creating a smooth transition between frame 1 and 2, because our frame 1 is ready. Now we are gonna create a huge circle. Remove the fill and keep the stroke only. We can use gradient shades of blue. Now we are gonna apply fastbox blur and deep glow as well. Animate the scale properties. Make sure the anchor point is at the bottom of it. You can manually adjust the width of it. So we are gonna remove the first frames layer with opacity when this circle comes up. So when the circle covers the text or the elements in the first frame, we are gonna just remove it with opacity. Now simply we are gonna add a cut to end the frame 1 layers. Now we are gonna create a new composition. Create a circle in this and make sure your render engine is set to advanced 3D, so we can increase the extrusion depth and geometry options of this circle. Feel free to copy my settings. Then we are gonna adjust some rotation, increase the shininess a little, then adjust the position as well. Then we are gonna import this comp into our main comp. Make sure to click this icon to convert this flat image into 3D in this comp as well. Then we will create a white circle and place it on top of this, and we will add deep glow on it to make it look like a light source coming out of that circle thing. Then we will use the pen tool to draw a shape using the gradients to add some kind of realism, like this. And here we have our light source ready. Now let's create the 3D coins. So we are gonna make it look like those 3D coins are coming out of this thing. So let's create a new composition where we are going to create 3D coins. Simply create a circle. You can copy my settings about extrusion depth, shyness. In this one, we are gonna increase the shyness a little more than previous one. Then to really bring it to life, we are gonna add a light. Again, you can copy my settings. Then we are gonna need a metallic texture. For example, I'm gonna choose this one and just link it with this. And we have this nice texture over here on the coin. Now we are gonna import the logo of it, the app, and we are gonna place it right on the coin. Make sure there is very little gap. It's gonna look like it's kind of glued to the coin, not it's overlapped on it. Okay, so make sure there is very little gap. So let's import our 3D coin into a main composition. So I'm gonna add rotation, position, and scale keyframes to make it look like it's coming out of the this cylindrical thing. Just look at it. We can do the same thing over here. Just duplicate the coin and again play with rotation, scale, and position. And just to create consistent movement in it, I'm gonna create this wiggle expression 1,30. I think this one's perfect for this. Just look at it, how they are floating gently. Now we are going to write our text and make some little adjustments. I'm gonna use my Visual Studio text animation pack. Use any of it. Add a little light sweep, I guess. I think in the first frame, I should make the black color white. So I'm gonna get back, double click on the layer to open this composition. Then again double click. And I'm gonna need to change the color of text as well. So do check out Visual Studio in description to speed up your editing workflow, and there are a lot of packs. And if you face any struggles with anything, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll leave the link below in description as well. The only purpose of me creating this video was how to actually design frames creatively, but keep in mind what I showed you is less than 1%. It's not properly a tip of an iceberg. There is a long way to know about creativity, the inspiration, how to find it, how to spin it with your own creative thinking. There is a lot more to learn. So if you are able to find some really good design inspirations on Pinterest, don't think you have mastered creativity, because it's the most common, basic, the first way to get into creative journey. I showed you because you might be struggling with creativity, so you will get a little bit of path to walk on. So my frame looks similar to the inspiration, but it's not exactly the same. And for creating this in 30 minutes, it's, I think, fine. I did ignore a lot of details purposefully, and in animation part I did not even use the 3D camera, if you had noticed.